Everybody, it's Raven's Guardian back with another episode of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So we left off last time. We had just finished memory sequence number 1, and we got everything set up here in the sanctuary. So now we're going to take a look around here. I think there's an opportunity to log into a computer up here, so let's see if we can do that real quick. Nope, it's not going to let us. Okay. So that's the computer. Whenever we go to check our email or whatever, we can just access that computer. But I don't think it's available just yet. And let's just double check, make sure there's conversations here.
Do you have any clue about those numbers under the drawing?
1419, 1420, 1421. Maybe something to do with the 100 Years' War. Or wait, in 1419, Pope Martin V arrived in Florence, right? He left for Rome in 1420, and that was the same year Brunelleschi began building the Duomo. And in 1421... Yeah, I'll have to do some more research, I think.
So, what do you think of Monteriggioni?
This is not Monteriggioni. Monteriggioni existed in the Renaissance. Ask me how the town was in 1554 when it was seized by Florence, and I'll tell you.
Huh. I figured you'd like it nowadays. Seems not to have changed much.
Exactly. History is the study of change. Change is life. When things become static, it means they're dead. My work requires attention, Desmond.
Alright, let's check Lucy.
What are we gonna do about Abstergo?
Wait it out. As soon as we find the apple, I get in contact with our other teams in Europe, but as far as Italy goes, we're on our own.
It'd be nice to have some help from above.
Our top assassins are busy gathering info about the Templar satellite launch. We've pinpointed several possible facilities in the US, China, and Russia, but there are no clear leads yet.
Okay, anything else, Lucy?
What are the other teams doing?
Combating Abstergo's search for pieces of Eden. As far as I know, Abstergo has no clue about the temples and Ezio's apple. We might actually be ahead for once.
Anything else?
We have work to do.
Alright, nothing else from her. Okay. What about...
You seem focused.
I've been busy patching new systems into Baby here. She's only gonna get better.
Is Desmond gonna be able to relive memories this time?
As a matter of fact, he will.
Anything else?
Always a tech geek?
Nah, I was into sports, but then I broke my leg and started playing with computers. Who knew that coding could be just as exhilarating as strapping on a board and dropping out of a helicopter?
Just FYI, you might want to get your adrenal glands checked. You know? Because that is not normal.
Oh, Shaun. Anything else?
Focusing on this.
Alright, that's it. Let's go back into the Animus now. So she's going to walk us through how the Animus works now. So, and all the changes that she's made. We got another achievement, sanctuary there.
As you may have noticed in the van, I've made some improvements to the Animus, and I've also patched in a new VR training program. Here you can show off all those flashy moves you picked up from your ancestors. Let me open one of the missions.
Alright, short kill streak, 45 seconds, get the longest kill streak you can. Doesn't help when you do that. So we didn't get very many. Obviously, you know, this is kind of a...
You can access more VR missions through the Animus desktop. As you complete training sessions, I'll add additional challenges. To stop your subconscious from rejecting Ezio's later memories, you're gonna have to live them in the order his genome recorded them. Highlight sequence 2 for me, Desmond. Good, now select it and you're gonna see the memories inside. Once you've unlocked a memory, by accessing this menu, you can relive it as many times as you want.
But what if there are memories I just want to forget?
Desmond, this is very important. If you need to take a break, log out of the Animus. You can leave the machine whenever you like.
I'm all set to go. Don't worry.
One last thing. As you raise your synchronization by executing events the way Ezio lived them, you might even discover some repressed memories. Okay, let's get started. Select the first memory.
Yeah, so as soon as we get through a lot of the...
I've been looking at those gibberish 5-digit codes from the end of Subject 16's files, and I seem to have discovered a remarkable coincidence. The codes correspond perfectly with coordinates inside the Animus. I've tagged the landmarks, pinpointed by the coordinates with eye icons in the database. Now, odds are you won't find anything there, but, well, who knows?
Calmatevi. The pain will end soon.
Where have you brought me?
Nowhere, Messere. A man left you here.
Did he say anything?
Only this. You are to meet Messer Machiavelli in front of the Mausoleo di Augusto. Let me help you get dressed.
The same man who brought me here gave me these clothes?
Si, Messere.
All right, Rome, January 1500.
Roma.
Yes. Or what is left of it since the Borgia came to power.
And the mausoleo?
Unfortunately, you cannot see it from here.
How about from the top of that church?
Yes, but the stairs up are closed.
That should not be a problem. Vi ringrazio di tutto quello che avete fatto per me, buona donna. Addio.
All right, sequence 2, Wilderness of Tigers. All right, so we have to find a doctor and heal the wounds from the villa attack, and then climb the church tower to locate the Mausoleo de Augusto. All right, so that's not too difficult. Here's Maria Aluena. Amira Aurelena. Enclosed in the Seven Hills of Rome, this line of city walls was built during the reigns of Emperor Aurelian and Emperor Probus from 271 to 275. It serves as a deterrent against raiding clans of barbarians who like to strike poorly defended suburbs and villages. In 545, during the Gothic War, Totila, king of the Ostrogoths, destroyed much of the walls in an attempt to reduce the Byzantines' ability to defend the city. And that's what's wrong with the Goths today: too much makeup, not enough village raising. Alright, so now that and here's Rome. Roma. Evidence suggests that human presence in the area of Rome for at least 10,000 years. The mythology of early Rome tells us the city was founded by Romulus, who was raised in a cave with his brother Remus by a she-wolf. Apparently, the two infant boys took their nourishment from her teat. A story like that must be true, right? Archaeological evidence supports that Rome did in fact grow from a pastoral settlement on the Colli Platino, future site of the Roman Forum, upon which there were several caves. Eventually, the Republic of Rome was founded in circa 510 BCE. The successful and wealthy Republic gave birth to an imperial Roman Empire by circa 27 BCE, which were sprawling territories ruled by succeeding emperors. When the empire fell in 476, the Roman Catholic Church took power in 756. continued to be both an economic and cultural powerhouse in Europe. In the mid-14th century, Florence surpassed Rome as the epicenter of Italian Renaissance. This irked the papacy to no end, so they set out about spending vast amounts of money and resources commissioning architects and artists to create masterworks in an effort to bring the focus back to Rome. The result of this vanity-driven ambition was an unmatched creative and scientific output that is still marveled all over today. It's safe to say that Rome is historically one of the most important cities in Western history and arguably the world. Anything else? Okay, I think we can finally talk now and continue. Alright, so let's go over here. Well, see, here's even more. Porta Sentimentana. Settimiana. In the Middle Ages, the Via Recta left through this gate leading to the Tavir, the Tiber River, port of Trastevere. It was restored at the beginning of the 15th century and again in 1498 when that's funny. Porta Settimiana. In the Middle Ages, the Via Recta left through this gate leading to the Tavere, the Tiber River, port in Trastevere. It was restored at the beginning of the 15th century and again in 1498 when Pope Alexander VI wanted to give it a more military feel right before Cesare marched out of the Vatican and took Romagna and the Villa Auditore. Alright, so let's get down here to the dock. We can't really run, so we just kind of have to walk. And obviously, if we drop below 1 square, we die. Luckily, the doctor's right over here. The Aqua Virgin. Named partially for the virgin waters that flow through the channels and a myth that the 30 Roman soldiers asking for water were led by a beautiful young girl to the source springs. How they knew she was a virgin is pretty self-evident. The Aqua Virgin is the most famous water source in Rome. Its springs provide the Trevi Fountain, the Villa Borghese, the north and south fountains of the Piazza Navona, and the fountains of Piazza del Popolo with their water, none of which you will get to see because they were all built in the mid-16th century. Considered to be some of the best drinking water in the world, Romans and visitors line up to fill containers from the fountains, although after a 2007 construction accident that halted the Virgin's flow temporarily, and the chemical cocktail distilled daily in the Trevi Fountain to keep it clean, I'd say stick to tea.
Oh, that hurts.
Alright, doctors. Diagrams of the human body and the printing press influenced Renaissance medicine greatly, which had in turn been influenced by Arabic medicine during the Middle Ages. By the 15th century, science had already begun its slow climb toward becoming more relevant than spirituality in the field of healthcare. However, many people stubbornly clung to the old ways, visiting local mystics instead of doctors. After the plague ravaged Europe in 1350, many doctors dressed in special plague gear to treat patients. To prevent contamination, they wore a cape coated in wax and a primitive gas mask in the shape of a beak.
Salute. I require medicine.
Let me look. Someone your age cannot recover from a wound like this with medicine. Here is something to dull the pain. You will heal over time.
Grazie.
4 out of 5 doctors would suggest leeches, but they have not proven effective against such things. However, I can recommend several good colleagues around the city. Do you need anything else?
Come, friends, the stars are aligned.
Let's see, can we don't have any medicine pouch or anything, do we? Nope, not at this time. Alright.
I'll be here should you start.
Well, we can run now, which is good. And now we gotta go climb the church.
Someone my age.
So we can select right bumper here, and then we do have 5 things of medicine, so we can use those if we need them. So there we go. Alright, the Trinidad de Monte. Best known for presiding over the Spanish Steps, which lead down to the Piazza de Spagna. Construction of this church was completed in the early 1500s. Both the building and the surrounding areas are property of the French state, who commissioned the project in celebration of their successful invasion of Naples, a very short-lived victory. Alrighty. So it tells us we can throw money to harass guards, or to harassers or guards. Apparently we've also forgot how to double jump. I find it funny that Ezio forgets how to do these things. Well, there's one of our many, looks like feathers that we're going to have to collect. We won't do that right now. Alright, here's our viewpoint. Alright, 1 of 24 viewpoints synchronized. So we can do the leap of faith, just like always. And there we go.
Peasant is resisting arrest. We will show him how things operate under the Borgia. Machiavelli can wait.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to follow these guys and then not be detected.
I saw another procession go by here.
I caught one of those bastardi who was stealing from my jardine.
Pretty sure that they aren't going to like turn around and see us, but of course, walking around these corners, we want to make sure that they don't. There we go. Piazza di Spagna. The Piazza di Spagna, future site of the famously peculiar Piazza di Spagna. This public expanse at the foot of the Spanish Steps is shaped as an elongated triangle rather than a square. Named after the Spanish embassy to the Holy See, the piazza became one of Rome's most popular meeting places. Notably, the romantic poet John Keats spent his final hours in a flat overlooking the piazza. A thing of beauty is a joy forever, except when you're about to die of tuberculosis. Alright, so we just follow the guards, and eventually they're going. Whoops. The guy just happened to turn around and see me. Yeah, it's kind of like a tutorial, like, oh, you can blend with crowds. We already know all this, of course, because this isn't our first Assassin's Creed game. But he's going to get up here around the corner here in a second. He's probably going to end up fighting somebody or harassing some citizens, and we're going to have to save some people. Go ahead and equip my sword and get ready. Yeah, like I was trying to say, when we're in the Animus, there's those mini games that we'll have to do at some point. Oh, there we go. All right, time to fight. There we go. And we didn't drop below 1 health square, so we got full synchronization. Alright, good as new. Now we can talk to this guy.
She was beautiful.
She was, until that porco defiled her. I wish he'd just killed her. I wish he'd just killed La Mia Amata. People who saw her grow up cheered when he spat on her. Smiles on their faces when her neck...
I understand.
How can you? My Livia was innocent.
I have lost family to the rope. To treachery.
Il Carnefice watches from his home on the hill above. He threatens to hang me if I cut her rope.
Alright, well executed. Il Carnefice leaves on the hill, overlooking the gallows. Locate and kill him. So we want to kill our target with the hidden blade. Okie dokie.
When you are ready, take her down. I will deal with Il Carnefice.
Alright. See what this guy's name is. Il Carnefice. He was born in 1473. He's the executioner. There's nothing in the history books about Il Carnefice. So I did a little digging in Abstergo's mainframe. Here's what I found. A natural ally of the Borgia, Il Carnefice, kills to the roar of an approving crowd. The other small piece of information I can dig up is that he fancies himself as some sort of twisted artist. I guess that explains the crowd bit. I wonder if he does tricks while performing executions or whether it's all in the subtle way he pulls the lever. Probably neither. He's probably just mentally unstable. Alright, let's go up this way. Alright, so we gotta take this guy out without being detected, because we're gonna have to take him out with a hidden blade. So let's see here. So we're probably gonna want to get above him, which means we probably want to go up here and then drop down on top of him. Oh, that's not it.
You didn't think this through. Tell me if you need to rest.
I mean, technically I took him out with a hidden blade. I don't know if it counted though.
Requiescat in pace.
Yep, it counted. Good. I was going to say, because technically I did take him out with the hidden blade. It wasn't an ideal thing because it switched right at the last second there, but... Alright, let's, like I said in the last game, I really wish every time I saw one of these I would have just picked them up. So this time, that's exactly what we're going to do. If I see a chest, I'm grabbing it. Alrighty. Take some medicine here. And now we're kind of, free to do whatever we want to do. So, I'm thinking, let's go back and exit the Animus real quick. Just to see, leave the Animus, yep. And there are some things that we can do now that we are in this memory sequence. So we can go and log into the computer, and then we can also get our first artifact here in 2012.
Welcome back, Desmond.
Alright, so there we go. Yep. So we can look at our mail. There's no mail in there, probably at this point just because it's early game, but yeah, so we have nothing in our mailbox, but we can log in. Apparently we can also check, I guess not. I was say we can also check some other people's stuff, but I guess not. Alright. Let's see if they have anything else to say to us.
You still managing the teams out in the field?
No phone line. Rebecca's working on patching us into the network.
So how's it feel letting the lady do all the work?
She's no lady.
Hey!
Anything else?
You think we're safe here?
I'm more concerned with the other assassins out there. If Abstergo stumbles onto information about the temples, we could have a disaster on our hands.
The only people alive who've heard of the temples are here in this room.
For now, and who knows, maybe they're listening to this conversation and you just gave everything away.
You brought them up first.
You are paranoid, Desmond.
Ah. Well played.
We don't have time for chit-chat.
Alright, that's it for Shaun. Check Rebecca real quick.
Why do we have to stay down here all day?
Abstergo's still looking for us. It'd be better if we never went out at all, but then we'd run out of supplies.
It's like being in a cave during a rainstorm.
Yeah, well, knowing the Templars, monsoon season's about to arrive.
Alright, do you have anything else?
You ever use the Animus?
Your ancestors have such interesting lives. I went in once. It was pretty lame.
Yeah, what were you? Some kind of spinster, probably.
Worse, a Prussian mercenary. I spent hours firing guns. Boring!
Yeah, guns are for sissies.
Anything else, Rebecca?
Gotta stay with the code.
Alright, now, what about Lucy?
Everything all right?
I don't like being stuck underground with them out there looking for us.
You're doing a great job. We're safe here.
But for how long? Vidic won't give up. I know it.
Neither will we.
We'll talk later. Now get in there and find the apple. We're counting on you.
Alright, let's head back into the Animus.
You're all set to go.
The artifact's not available just yet, but we'll get there. So, we'll wait for now. Alright, new outfit unlocked in the inventory. So if we go in here to our inventory, we can see our different outfits. We have the plain cape, we have the Florentine noble attire, we have the armor of Altair, which obviously, you know, we're big fans of, and then Altair's robes. There's all of our information about the pouch, our bank, all that fun stuff. So just like in the last game, there are things around Rome that you can unlock, and you can basically do those things, and it raises money for. Oh, here's another one. Raises money for the city. This is Santa Maria de Maricola and Santa Maria de Monostant. So Rebecca says, set of coordinates that Shaun took with subject 16 converges on this landmark. Maybe you should check it out. This modest church initially housed humble Carmelite monks who are probably in there right now, hiding from the outside world. Eventually, it was converted into one of the twin churches that stand on the edge of the present-day Piazza del Popolo, and the renovations took 13 years, starting in 1662. The resulting structures have become iconic landmarks in modern Rome today. Okay, good to know.
Desmond, I don't know if you're looking for something from 16, but last time scanning in eagle vision seemed to help.
And right there it is. So let's go get it real quick. That's not what I was trying to do. I was literally trying to go up, but it's not going to let me, of course. So I guess I have to go up the way it wanted me to. Alright. Alright, so there's just some kind of box here.
You dropped out of the grid. Where were you?
Not sure. Some kind of fragmented memory?
Maybe you should stop.
I'm good. I want to keep going.
All right. Cluster 1.
Loading.
All right. Masters all that did not work, but ruled from on high. So I'm assuming it wants us to come up with basically some kind of thing here to denote rulers, I'm assuming. So these look like nobles, so those are probably one of them. That's probably another one. Probably another one. So with that 3. That's probably 4. So we need 5, it looks like. Okay, so let's figure out which ones we need here. So we're definitely going to say the nobles, right? Let's see. Probably not that one because it looks like it's a poor family. Obviously this one because he's a king. Probably this one because they look like nobles. Okay. Not this one. Looks like more poor children potentially. This one looks like a doctor, maybe leeches. And this one is probably not either. This one looks like you can see the noble lady there in the back, so let's choose that one. And maybe this last one. Yep, there we go. All right, moving away from the sovereign moving away from the sovereign and his crossed brow, the people take 2 steps forward. Okay, so let's take the pawn because the sovereign obviously talking about the king, and move 2 steps forward.
Loading.
Alright, they become increasingly aware of our existence. We can no longer rely on the divine right of the aristocracy to maintain control. We need a new system, something much more subtle.
Loading. Quarantine zone.
Alright, so let's see. This is like sort of like the finding the pieces of Eden from the other games. So let's see. Oh, there's a red dot. That's probably it.
Quarantine lifted.
I'll put 16's video files here. Hopefully they'll begin to make sense as you free up each file.
Alright, well, it looks like we're picking up the truth. So how many do we have to get? A bunch, huh? Was that 2, 3, 4? It tells us how many. So there's 10 of those that we have to get throughout the game. Okay. Alright, we don't need that anymore. I'm assuming that there's probably a viewpoint around here somewhere. I can't see if there's one up. There's one up there. Okay, so let's go up there and get that one. Doesn't look like it'll let us do that, so maybe we have to go up here first. Hey. And these guards, I'll tell you what. There we go. They want to play. They're going to have to learn how to play by the rules. I was trying to get this viewpoint. I don't know if it is a viewpoint, but it looks like there is one up there, so let's try to get it. Because right now we can't see literally like anything in the game. There we go. And then we'll jump down. So that's 2 of 24 synchronized now. And there you can see we have a bunch of places unlocked there. Looks like we have a treasure chest here. So again, if we can see it, we might as well grab it. So we're not having to do it later. And we can use that money to unlock things around the city. So would be ideal. Let's see if we can loot these guys too. That might be worthwhile. I wonder what they actually are carrying. Yeah, 22 florins is not terrible. I mean, it's not fantastic, but... Nope, I don't want that sword, thanks.
Shit. This is a dangerous place.
Loot them, get rid of the bodies.
Time to go.
Jesus. What happened?
Let's bring this guy in here. Oh, we already looted him, I guess. There we go. There's one over here. There we go. All the bodies are hidden. Nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see here. All right. So there are some things around the town, like this bank. Here's the Piazza del Popolo. Oh darn it! I was hoping that it would let me look at that. Okay, anyways, so here's a bank, right? So we can renovate this bank for 900 florins. So let's go ahead and do it. This will start raising us money. Alright, banks. So banks, with the advent of double entry bookkeeping, which allowed bankers to keep track of their clients' deposits and withdrawals, and the proliferation of many different types of Italian currency into the pool of circulation, banks are becoming an essential part of everyday Renaissance life. Banks technically couldn't make money on their money because the Catholic Church forbade the charging of interest, but in practice this restriction wasn't followed by bankers or even the Vatican, which participated in the banking system and required banks to pay the Pope gifts in proportion to the amount of money he had deposited with them. As long as it isn't called interest, God won't notice, right? Alright, 2 of 10 banks have been renovated. So we can talk to him, and it just shows that we basically, our vault capacity is up to 7,500 now. And we don't have any way to invest money at the moment. Alright, let's see what we have on our map. So we've unlocked some of these fast travel points as well. So that's what these little points are that look like this. They're tunnel entrances that allow us to basically travel from one place to the other. Alright. And you can see the Borgia influence. Obviously, it is literally everywhere. There are these towers, which we'll find out about in a little bit here on how we basically get around those. Or destroy those, I should say, and then take over. Alright, so it wants us to go meet with Machiavelli, so maybe we should probably go do that. Looks like there's a thief up here. He was trying to steal our money. Fortunately for him, we saw him coming and we got to him first. We'll just throw his body back here. Alright, well, we got another 500 florins, so that's nice. Alright, let's work our way towards Machiavelli. Oh, I hear a treasure chest or something. What is it that we, maybe it's up here. Nope, it was a flag. So we'll get the Borgia flags at another point. Not right now, though. Alright, let's head up here. This is where our buddy Machiavelli's waiting for us. So there are some other things here, right? So these are those tunnels I was talking about. So this building's under the influence of a Borgia tower and cannot be upgraded. Copy. So we'd have to ignite the Borgia tower to unlock the building for purchase and renovation, which we will do here under Machiavelli's tutelage. Alright, let's talk to him.
Ezio, what a surprise to see you here.
I thought you had sent for me.
Never. News of the Villa attack has spread across the city. We were certain that you were dead.
Not yet. I am still very much alive.
The Borgia must not discover that you escaped them.
Alright, new man in town. So accompany Machiavelli through Rome, encountering dangers along the way. Throw the Borgia captain in the scaffold to kill him. That's what we have to do. Okay?
Follow me. Take care not to draw any undue attention.
Mausoleo de Augusto. Mausoleo de Augusto, if you were anyone of importance in Rome and died between 24 BCE and 98 CE, you were buried here. Occupied by the Colonna family in the Middle Ages, the mausoleo was fortified and converted into a part of the Castillo San Angelo. Yes, they lived with dead people. After the humiliating defeat of the Commune of Rome in 1167, the Colonna family was disgraced, banished from the city, and their fortification was dismantled. Later, the family was allowed back in Rome and spent the duration of the Renaissance feuding with the rival Orsini family. If this teaches us anything, it is that if you want to get rid of someone, hang them, because banishment is far too temporary.
When do I ever?
Alright, so let's follow Niccolo. Gonna go to the blacksmith. I guess we're gonna get some cool gear. He's gonna bankroll us, maybe. Which is nice.
You would be wise to purchase missing equipment. You will not live long in Roma without supplies.
I have my blade.
And the guards have their guns, courtesy of the Borgia. Fortunately, I can help you.
Grazie.
While you are in my debt, perhaps you will listen to reason.
As soon as I hear some, I will let you know.
Only a fool could walk past.
Alright, blacksmiths. Every Renaissance community needed a blacksmith. Swords, locks, pans, knives, nails, and armor were all made of metal, and all needed to be shaped. In addition, architectural ironwork flourished during the Renaissance as blacksmiths began to apply their practical craft towards art making. Alright, so we don't have anything to repair, even though it's highlighted there for armor. We'll get some Roman spalders. And then small weapons, we'll get a stiletto. Alright. There's nothing else we can get at this point.
Now you can survive the journey back to Firenze.
Perhaps. But I'm not going to Firenze.
Oh.
There will be no peace until we rise up against the entire Borgia family and the Templars who serve them.
I do not recall such brave talk at Monteriggioni.
How could I have known that they would find me so quickly? That they would kill Mario?
Rodrigo surrounds himself with snakes and murderers. Even his daughter Lucrezia has been sharpened into one of his most artful weapons. But she pales in comparison to the man behind the villa attack. He is ambitious, ruthless, and cruel beyond imagining. The laws of men mean nothing to him. He murdered his own brother to take power. He knows neither danger nor fatigue. Those who do not fall by his sword clamor to join his ranks. The powerful Orsini and Colonna families have been brought to kneel at his feet, and the King of France stands at his side.
Give me his name.
Cesare, head of the papal armies. What does he intend to do with his power? What drives the man? That I still do not know. But Ezio, Cesare has set his sights on all of Italia, and at this rate he will have it.
Is that admiration I hear in your voice?
He knows how to exercise his will. A rare virtue in the world today.
Guy on the horse bumped him. That's funny. And he's like, what the heck, man? Some noble, I guess, you know? Alright, red zones on the minimap are under Borgia influence. Guards inside will attack as soon as you're detected. Okay. Good to know.
Should we not travel by horse? Roma is quite large.
As Cesare's conquests in Romagna continue to succeed, and the Borgia grow in power, they have taken desirable areas of the city for themselves. We cannot use the stables here.
Oh, the will of the Borgia is law now?
What are you implying, Ezio?
Do not play dumb with me, Machiavelli.
Do you have some kind of plan?
I am improvising.
Alright, so we want to kill the Borgia captain. So like we said, we want to throw him, so we probably want to pull him out and then throw him into that scaffolding if we can.
Come on, you lazy dog! Come on, you lazy dog! Let's show him some Borgia hospitality, boys! Come on, you lazy dogs! We will get back! Let's show him some Borgia hospitality, boys! Che diavolo! Forza Borgia diavolo!
Come over here, buddy. Come on, I got something for you. There we go. Alright, so now we have taken out these guys. Let's loot them real quick. Gotta get that money. Because that money means, you know, improving things and earning more money. So we definitely want to get as much of it as we can. Alright, we now have to head back to Machiavelli. Yep, especially that captain. Woo! 900. Heck yeah. Let's do it. Alright, let's see what Machiavelli has to say first, though.
Just because you kill a few guards does not mean the people will grant access to the stables.
You are right. We need to send a signal. Wait here.
Alright, ignite the Borgia Tower. So this is the premise for basically everything in the game with the Borgia Towers. So you take them over, and then you basically light them on fire, and then that determines, you know, who owns it. So basically it will go back and forth between you and the Borgia. Take this dude's money. Alright. I probably should have... What are you talking about, Ezio? What was that? Might have helped if I would have climbed up the right spot there. So there we go. Although I suspect that guy probably would have tried to attack me had I not taken him out. So it's probably needed. There is a viewpoint up here, so we should definitely get that before we decide to light this thing on fire. There we go. 3 of 24 complete now. And then let's just ignite it.
It seems the stable is now available for purchase. After you.
All right. So he gave us $250 to buy this, so let's go ahead and buy it. Horse stables, renovated for 0 florins, sure. Citizens of Rome will use renovated stables to house their horses. Horses will always be available there. And we got 100% sync on the new man in town. Alright, so now we get 288 florins every 20 minutes. Easy come, easy go. Accompany Machiavelli to the Campidoglio. And don't lose any help. Okay. Sure. Might help if I can get on my horse. Wouldn't let me on there. Come on, come on. Alright, so we're just going to follow him. Must be nice to be Machiavelli. I guess you can just run into guards with your horse and they don't bother try to attack you. If I would have did that, they would have been attacking me. Here's the Pantheon. Pantheon! A set of coordinates Shaun took from the Subject 16 converges on this landmark. Maybe you should check it out. Architectural wonder. Still stands as the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome 2,000 years after being built. The opening of the dome center, known as the oculus, is a singular source of light for the immense chamber. Constructed of 126 CE by Marcus Agrippa as a temple to all the ancient Roman gods, the Pantheon has since become a beacon of Christianity. Structure has been burned, rebuilt, robbed, modified, torn down, and renovated so many times that the interior contains a myriad of conflicting icons and symbols. Apparently, most gods had this building constructed in their honor. However, I recommend worshipping the modern-day espresso bars surrounding it.
You excel at opening wounds, Ezio. But can you also close them?
I intend to heal the sickness, not treat its symptoms.
Stop sparring with me.
Fine. Let us talk openly then. Rodrigo Borgia's death would not have solved anything.
I am inclined to disagree.
Look at this city, the center of Borgia and Templar rule. Killing one man will not change things. We need to take away the source of their power.
Are you suggesting we appeal to the people?
Maybe.
Relying on the people is like building on the sand.
You are wrong. Our belief in humanity rests at the heart of the assassin Brotherhood.
He must be from your inner circle. Go, get back what he has stolen. I will wait at the Campidoglio. I am meeting a contact there.
Give me back my money! Come back here!
Oh, dang it.
You're making a big mistake!
No, let her go. jeez Louise, what are you doing? Can we just tackle him, Ezio? That'd be great. No, no. Oh my gosh. This is what I'm saying. Like, what in the heck, dude? I'm hitting the tackle button and it's not tackling him. Tackle him.
Get out of here before I regret sparing your life.
Well, at least we didn't lose any health. But we walked right into a restricted area. Okay. Okay, so we have, we could do this one. Take over this territory right here. So this isn't going to be part of the main quest anymore. It's all going to just be basically a constant thing, right? So we can, the Sant'Apostolo, let's take a look at that. Sant'Apostolo, this early Roman Catholic building, was built by the Pope Pelagius I to celebrate Narcissus' victory over Ostrogoths. Like many other structures, it suffered severe damage from the Great Earthquake of 1348. It was restored in 1417 by Pope Martin V, and later again by Pope Clement XI. Alright. So this, oh, the captain is over here, I guess. Yeah, in there somewhere. Alright, so let's see if we can go find the captain here. If we can take the captain out, we can basically win this area as well. But you have to get to the captain before he goes inside. So they will go into, like, if you want to call it a like a hiding, they will do that. So you have to be careful with that. And then you have to wait until they come back out before you can take them out. So let's see if we can take them out. There you go. Okay, well, I guess we basically took him out. Let's collect our loot. See if anybody else wants to come attack us or not. Another 956 gold there. Very nice. Actually, this is not where the tower's at. Tower's over here. Yeah, it's up there. So, like I said, these are not that difficult to complete. You just have to do it, basically. I don't know, though, if there's like a... I can't remember, I should say. I've played this game many times. Whether or not there's a point where like you learn things, like different moves, like the double jump that we had in the other game, before you can do certain things. Because again, it's been a while since I've played this. But it doesn't look like it's a big deal here. So let's get this viewpoint real quick. And then we'll ignite this tower. And there we go. 900 florins is ours. We're taking this one over. And we can unlock this blacksmith. Alright, unlock it for 800, yes. And that'll earn us even more money towards... Yeah, so we're up to 508 florins every 20 minutes now. So there we go. Take a look at our map. You can see that we now have more of the territories. So we can look at the Borgia influence. We now have this one. And that one. So there we go. So we're getting them very slowly. So that one's a level 3 difficulty. That's a level 2 difficulty. Level 2. Level 4. 3. 5. 4. 4. 3. And 5. Yeah, so, you know, we're going to go through here and we're going to get all these obviously as we play the game. But for right now, let's get back to Machiavelli and continue. I guess we can unlock this bank as well. And kick this spear along our way here. Alright, open this one. This will also increase our vault space, giving us more money. Alright, so if you notice there, it looked like our value went down a little bit. No, we don't have and I think that's because of the banks. Because it was 803, or so I thought, maybe. I don't know, we'll have to take a look at that. There's a tailor that's up here that we can unlock, I think. Might as well unlock as much stuff as we can to earn some money. Yeah, so 948. There's tailors. Among Renaissance merchants, tailors belong to a new middle class and were paid well for clothing the rich in the latest fashions. Many were able to get close to their wealthy clients due to the intimacy of their jobs and create lasting ties. So we can buy ammunition pouches or dye our clothes from these guys. So let's see, can we do any of that right now? We don't have enough money, but obviously we can upgrade our stuff here. We can also sell items. So that's actually something that would be rather interesting. Alright. Like I said, let's get back to Machiavelli here. We'll get this viewpoint on our way. Nope, leave me alone, please. Basilica di Santa Maria and Arlecole. Adjacent to the Campidiglio Square, the basilica became the center for religious and civic life in the city during the 14th century. The architect claimed climbing the daunting 124-step staircase leading up to the main entrance on one's knees would absolve a Catholic of all sins. Lord knows I'd rather have murder on my knees than on my hands. Some historians postulate that the basilica was built atop the ruins of Juno's temple. I have a feeling there's more to this building than meets the eye, so I suggest paying close attention to this one.
Where have I seen him before? Which way? There! There!
Oh, what a shame. Thank you for your 33 florins. Now, the Il Campidiglio. Most famous of the 7 hills of Rome, the Il Campidiglio's ancient history layers of ruins steeped in mythology. Several important Roman temples were built up top of the hill, including the Temple of Juno, the Temple of Virtuous, and the Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus Capitolinus. In 79, the hill was also home to the Tabularium, the empire's main archive. In the Middle Ages, it became the city's center of civic government just before receiving the facelift from Michelangelo. let's get over here and get this viewpoint. There's so many lore things in this game. It's gonna take a while, and I thank you guys for bearing with me, as many of these things are a little difficult to pronounce. The Palazzo di Conservatori, one of the structures that comprises the Campidoglio. This palazzo served as the seat of Roman magistrate responsible for administering the city, or as the Pope liked to call him, the party planning committee. By the end of the 15th century, they had very little actual power. The Pope ran the city from the Vatican. In the mid-16th century, Michelangelo got his talented little hands on the building, redesigning the facade and adding a gigantic Corinthian pilaster strips on the high pedestals to make it a little less ostentatious. I'm not certain he succeeded. All right. Here we go. The Palazzo di Senatorio. Set of records the Shaun took from subject 16 converges on this landmark. Maybe you should check it out. All right. Built in the 13th and 14th century as the senatorial seat for the administrating justice of Rome, the Palazzo is the dominating structure in the Campidoglio. Tourists today would see the impressive double flighted staircase in front, which was designed by Michelangelo, not only intended to induce fear in the climophobic. These stairs were part of a commission Michelangelo received to redo several of the buildings in the Campidoglio at the behest of Pope Paul III, for the sole purpose of impressing Charles V, the ruler of the Holy Roman Empire. Basically the Renaissance political equivalent to a toddler doing handstands for his daddy. Okay, is that what we are currently climbing on? Or is that somewhere around here? Just trying to see if there's anything for us to see here. Doesn't look like it. All right. One of these buildings houses, I'm assuming it's probably that one over there, houses the thing that we're looking for. The glyph. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a little bit. Let's try to get this viewpoint done. There's another feather that we'll have to get at some point. Apparently I can't climb up there because those are closed. Yeah, we can't climb up there. Wiggle our way around the facade here. And there we go. Alright, there we go. Map's been updated. That's 5 of 24. The Tempio di Vespiano. Standing at the western end of the Roman Forum between the Temple of Concordia and the Temple of Saturn, the Tempio was built to honor the Flavian dynasty, comprised of emperors Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. As part of the deification process, construction was ordered by Titus shortly after his father Vespasian's death in 79. Legend tells us that Vespasian's last words were, "Pity, I think I'm turning into a god," which incidentally will also be my last words. Oh, Shaun, you are quite funny. Alright, looks like that's as far as we can go that direction. Let's head to see Tempio di Saturn, or Tempio di Saturno, a monument to the agricultural deity Saturn. This temple stands at the western end of the Roman Forum, also known as the Arterium. The Roman national treasure was kept here along with the Republic's reserve of gold and silver. Like the Temple of Castor and Pollux, it at one time housed the official scales. From this, one might be able to surmise that Saturn was not only rich, but likely had an eating disorder. I wonder why that's locked. I wonder if we can unlock it by just taking the guards out. Or if it's telling us it's locked because it's under Borgia influence. That's probably what it's saying. Yeah, so this is can't be upgraded because it's under Borgia influence. Makes sense? We're not going to do that right this second because we are going to go see Machiavelli. Which I think he should be right over here. We just have to get up to him. Yeah, I think he's up there.
Most entertaining.
Yep, very entertaining, of course. There we go. There's Machiavelli.
Did you liberate your money from our friend?
I did.
A small victory.
They add up, and in time with work, we'll have a few dozen more.
And in time, Cesare's gaze will return to us, and we'll be broken again. Now, where is my contact, Vinicio? He should have already intercepted the letter. Follow me.
Alright, who's got mail? Rendezvous with Machiavelli's contact and retrieve the letter he carries. So we gotta catch this guy in under a minute. Once we get there, I'm sure. Alright, so we'll just follow Machiavelli again. Arco de... There's a bunch of lore in this game, man, I'm telling you. Arco de Cimentio Severo. Standing at the foot of the Campidoglio in the Roman Forum, the Arco de Cimentio Severo is a triumphal arch commemorating the Parthian victories of Emperor Septimus Severus. After Septimus died, his sons Caracalla and Geta shared rule as joint emperors. However, in 212, Caracalla and Geta assassinated and subsequently destroyed all records of Geta's existence, to include Caracalla and Geta assassinated and subsequently destroyed all records of Geta's existence, including Geta's image and inscriptions on the arch. I guess a healthy sibling rivalry wasn't so healthy for Geta. The Arco de Tito, built by Emperor Domitian in 18 CE to honor his dead brother Titus. The Arco de Tito commemorates Titus's victory in the sack of Jerusalem. This arch became an inspiration for many arches to be erected thereafter, most notably the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, as well as Constantine's arch.
Look at these facades masquerading as government. The Pope is very clever to keep this place in business. It fools your friends, the people, quite easily.
Arco de Constantino. It's widely accepted that Emperor Constantine I had an insatiable thirst for gloating, so when he defeated Emperor Maxentius, and took the throne in 312. No one was surprised when he built this arch to commemorate his victory. Most of the artwork on the arch was plundered from existing monuments and modified to alter its meaning. Some historians contend that the artisans of the 4th century simply didn't have the talent to create such ornate pieces, and only completed the arch by recycling old masterworks from ruins around the city. A preposterous claim, as the Romans never copied anything. See what I did there? Sarcasm.
You become so cynical.
I merely describe the reality of Rome today. But all may not be lost. The good news is that we have allies in the city. How much longer this will last, however, I cannot say.
Alright. Here's the Coliseo, or Coliseum for us normal people. This one also has a one of the glyphs on it. Constructed from 72 to 80 CE under Emperor Titus, the Coliseo held up to 50,000 spectators and is considered one of the greatest architectural achievements in Roman history. The majority of the shows, be they gladiatorial, dramatic, or otherwise, were privately funded by rich families to demonstrate their opulence, creating spectacles that were universally adored by the people of Rome. Unfortunately, a massive earthquake in 1349 caused large-scale and irreparable damage to the Colosseo, and this was left to ruin. In the mid-16th century, Pope Sixtus V wished to make the use of the remaining shell and resolved to convert the structure into a giant wool factory to provide employment for Rome's prostitutes. Sadly, the Pope died before his brilliant idea became a reality.
Hey, hey!
He was attempting to steal official Vatican mail.
Perdonatemi, signore. You must be mistaken.
Who are you working for, ladro?
I am working for no one. Then no one will care what we do to you.
I disagree. I will care what you do to him. Okay. Come on.
Grazie.
Where is it?
The courier still has the letter.
Ezio, stop him! Find me at the pyramid!
Find you at the pyramid. Okay. There we go. We did it. Alright, who's got mail? Catch the Borgia carrier in under 1 minute has now been completed and synced. Oh, I was hoping to read that. Darn it. Let's see if we can read it. Yeah, so we got this letter. It's an encoded Romulus letter. So there you go. Bunch of numbers. And then we had some places that we didn't get, right? What was it? The Piazza di Popolo. We didn't get that one. All right, the future site of the famous Piazza di Popolo in the early 15th century. The piazza was merely a continuation of the Via Flaminia. As a result, it was most travelers' first view of Rome upon arrival. Power that be eventually decided that they'd rather have the first impression of Rome be a little bit more impressive than a muddy expanse, so they set about building the beautiful square as it is today. Okay, that's the one thing that we didn't see there. And it looks like we have something that we can now do, leaving the Animus there. So let's leave the Animus. I think it's talking about the fact that we can now get that artifact. So let's do that real quick. And maybe we got some mail, so we'll check that out.
Get up slowly.
Alright, let's see if he has anything for us.
My work requires
Nope.
attention, Desmond.
Let's check Lucy.
We'll talk later.
Nope.
Now get in there and find the apple.
What about
I'm
Rebecca?
counting on you.
We'll talk later.
Nope. Alright, what about our mail? Hey, we got something from Lucy. All right, weekly schedule. Monday, Animus session, everyone. Supply run, Rebecca, Lucy cleanup, duty watch, Shaun to relieve Lucy at 3 p.m. It's just basically a schedule for us. Okay, cool. We've already read it. I guess there's no way to mark it as read. All right, let's try to get that artifact. Ah, here it is. Okay. So dust to dust. Collect 1 of 5 artifacts. So we got Maria's feather chest. So there you go. I just couldn't remember where exactly it was. And that's where it was. Alright, let's go back in. Alright, let's go back into the Animus.
Good to go.
All right, let's take a look here at our DNA. So we're about halfway done here with this memory sequence. We have about 3 memories left. So we just have 6, 7, and 8. So we're almost there, 62% of the way done with the memory sequence 2. All right. We get 948 every little bit here. Let's see what this one is. So this building is also under Borgia influence, and we have to take out the Borgia tower. So let's go take out the Borgia tower. Might as well. We gotta go that way anyways. Wonder what this dude is. Let's try taking him out. See what happens. If we can catch him. I don't know if we'll be able to catch him. He's pretty quick. Nope. I guess that would be nice to use a horse. We'll come back to that and that as well. As soon as we get this dude taken out. No, stop ripping people down. I just want to tackle this dude. But of course it's not letting me. Let's see what happens. I'm kind of curious to see if, like, maybe he has a lot of money or something. Oh yeah, we can run into him, but we can't tackle him. There we go. Hey, you gave us 1,500 gold. That's pretty nice. Or 1,500 florins. I'll take that. Alright. In any case, let's head back to what we were trying to do, which was take out the Borgia influence here. Where was it? Over here. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so we'll head over there and get that. Luckily we have a horse in this game and can call him at any point. I don't know how much help it's going to be to get up there though. But we might have to do this on foot, it looks like. Alright, so that's where the guy is that we have to take out. Here's the Colle Platino. Of the 7 hills of Rome, the Colle Platino is the centermost in reference to the city, one of the oldest sectors of Rome. It looks down upon both the Roman Forum and the Circo Massimo. According to some of my favorite Roman mythology, the hills was the location of a cave known as the Lupercal, where Romulus and Remus were found and kept alive by the she-wolf, which is not so coincidentally the name we gave to my ex in the Hastings household. Don't ask. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I have a feeling this is going to get rather interesting.
We'll be picking up his bloody corpse before long.
Stop shooting me. There we go. I just want to be able to get this Borgia tower completed. And like, it's so frustrating when like, it's like just go after the dude and take him out. Instead you're like creeping at him and he's backing up at the same speed. Alright, so he's obviously down there. What that means, I'm not quite sure just yet. There's a treasure chest. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. Get out of here before they see me. Because I don't want them to loot the captain. Alert the captain, I should say. Because I have to find a way down inside, I think, to be able to take out the captain. Here comes some guards. Let's try going this way. Nope, that's not what we need to do. Okay. If we take everybody out, then we won't have to worry about it. That's one way to do it, I suppose. Take out the big boy right before he alerts these guards. There we go. Since our medicine's full, we might as well use it. Ah, here we go. That's what I was looking for. So the captain's going to be down here. And then we have to take the captain out before he sees us and runs into the place to be protected. Guard that way. I don't see any guards that way. Yeah, the captain's still further down, so we gotta keep going down. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's fine. There we go. Take all those guys out. Oh, here comes the captain. Got him. Like that money. Alright, so now we can burn the Borgia Tower. So we'll go back up there and do that. It's not the way we want to go. We want to go this way.
Are you suffering the infernal swamp malaria?
And there's the tower. Alright, sweet. So that's how we take out that tower. Alright, that doesn't help us, so we have to go around. There we go. Climb up. Oh, really? You can't go up any higher? Gotta go back down. Okay. To say that's annoying is, I would say, an understatement. There we go. There we go. Alright, doesn't look like there's any viewpoints or anything up here. Just a tower to ignite. Could be wrong. Maybe there was one there. We'll have to climb back up and get it. But that is now under our influence, so we got another place that we can spread our influence. Although it doesn't look like that is a viewpoint, actually. Yeah, I don't think it was. Okay, good. We're not going back up there. I think we already got all of our supplies. Yeah, we're full on that. What about poison? Yep, we're full on poison. We have a bunch of stuff that we could sell, potentially, but we'll hold on to it for now.
I am here most days, should you need aid.
But we can now buy the Colosseum, if we want to. Which, I don't remember where it's at. You would think it'd be pretty obvious because it's a massive building. Again, I don't know how well our horse is going to help us here because of where we're at. Up on this hill. There's not really an easy way to get down. Yeah. Nope, get off the horse. Alright, let's head over here to the Colosseum because I want to see how much this thing costs. I want to say it's like 8,000 or something like that. I think is obviously out of our range at this point, but let's see. Gotta find the location to buy it again. I think it was on the side facing the Borgia Tower. There it is. Alright, let's see how much this thing costs. 46,000. Yeah, we don't have enough money for that. Alright, well, now we know. It's gonna cost us a fortune. Alright. Let's get this viewpoint while we're here. It's right here in the Colosseum. There's also a glyph in here somewhere that we can find. Let's see, can we see any of the glyphs anywhere? No, not right now. There are a lot of things that are dangerous in this game. That's not what I was trying to do.
He hurt someone. Looks rather risky, really.
Nope. What in the world? Because that makes sense. Okay.
Most impressive.
So again, there's still a little bit of clunkiness in this game, obviously, with it not recognizing some things on how to climb. Like, seriously, just jump.
Isn't there a decency law that applies to just such things?
Alright, so we got up this far, now we have to figure a way to get up to the top. Maybe over here? There we go. and then back so we can get to the viewpoint. Although we probably didn't have to go all the way up here. Maybe. No, here it is. Alright, there's 7 of 12. And down we go. Alright. We'll get some of these glyphs here in a while. Alright, so there's the memory start for the next one. Take a look at our Borgia influence. There's another Borgia tower here that's not too bad, but it's pretty far down. Let's head towards the memory start. So much to do in this game. So much to do. Honestly, I want to get to the point where we can start recruiting assassins pretty quickly because there's a lot. Esquilino. There's a lot that we have to do. Alright, Esquilino, the southernmost of the 7 hills of Rome. Esquilino is another fashionable residential district. In a demonstration of humility and graciousness, Nero confiscated property here to build his opulent golden house, which was, to put it mildly, excessive. The Treme de Traiano. As with many of Trajan's projects, it is believed the massive leisure and bathhouse was designed by Apollodorus. The structure was built atop a section of Nero's ruined Golden Palace and was poetically intended for use by the commoners. In 537, the siege of the Goths destroyed most of the Roman aqueducts, and the Treme de Traiano were subsequently abandoned due to the loss of water supply. Another public works project gone terribly wrong, but I'm sure throwing a few Christians to the lions in the Colosseo made up for it. Alright, I think we have to go in here for the memory start, so let's go do that. This is probably another thing that we'll have to buy, yeah. So this will be another, like, massive improvement like the Colosseum that we'd have to buy for a lot of money. Alright, let's see where we have to go for this. I'm imagining this is probably going to introduce us... Yeah, so you can hear the wolves introduce us to the Tombs of Romulus. Alright, so we don't want to lose any health. We have to deliver the letter to Machiavelli near the Treme de Traiano, which is where we're at. Except we're about to have to fight some people here. Oh, so much for not losing any health, I guess. Get our counter skills up, I guess. Who's next? There we we go. Followers of Romulus. There isn't much about the followers of Romulus in the history books, but from what I've found, they were a pagan cult operating in several abandoned locations underneath Rome. The cult worshipped the mythological founder of the city of Rome, Romulus, who was supposedly raised by wolves. Followers believed that Romulus was part wolf, part man, which explains their retro wardrobe and bad table manners.
Where did these murderers come from?
Alright, so it looks like we lost. So we'll redo that one. Alright, so we didn't make it first time here, so we have to deliver the letter to Machiavelli near the Treme de Trano, but we don't want to lose any health. So we have to fight these guys without losing health, which we failed to do the first time, so we're redoing it here. Didn't help I was trying to pull out my sword, but of course it didn't let me, so... And there we go. So yeah, much easier to do. We have a lot of stuff to loot here. If it'll let us, but I guess not. Wait, wait a second. Did that say that we, Oh, we're 75% away through the thing there. Okay, I was about to say, what the heck? There are many of these things that we would have to do multiple anyways, because when it ends up happening here is, like, for instance, the Temple of Romulus. You go in there and you basically end up not having enough of...
They must have come from in here.
Enough time to get all of the flags and everything, so you kind of have to repeat this memory. So for this one, what we're about to see is we have to complete this entire thing in roughly less than 8 minutes. So it's timed for this memory sequence. Alright, Halls of Nero. Locate a shrine to Romulus. Complete the memory within 8 minutes. That means we have to get all the way through this entire thing and all the way to the shrine in 8 minutes. So there's two levers that we have to get on this side first. We're going to do both of those. We'll go to the one to the right here first. Look at that one. I'll go back and get the other one. and there's 2 levers on the other side that we have to get. You get there this way. There we go. And then to get there, you just do that. And then catch on the wall. It gets you halfway across, which is a little bit faster. Open that one. That should be all the things there, so it should take you roughly about a minute to get that. And then we dive down inside. There we go. Now you're going to want to turn this direction. And then you're going to run past this one. Not to get this one. You're going to go to the next one. It's over here. Go up on there. You're going to then jump over here. Go across. Keep going, keep going. So don't drop down here because you're not done yet. You're going to jump backwards. Get up on this pedestal here. Swing across on there. We'll drop you into here. You're going to run around the corner here. Up onto this pedestal. Then over onto this bar here. Over to here, swing across, jump across again, climb up, swing across again, get to the lever. Alright, so you get to the lever, that should put you roughly at about 3 minutes in. And then you got to deal with the fire here. Luckily, the cutscenes pause the time, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Alright. Run up here. Climb up. Jump backwards. Go across. Jump across. Climb up. Up to the very top. Go across. Keep going, keep going. And then you're going to have to jump backwards again. Onto there, run across, up across. Get up here, because you don't want to fall into the fire. Run up here, run up on top of this statue, across, across. Go across here, climb up onto this, up onto there, go across again. You're going to keep going, and then you're going to jump backwards, climb up, swing across, jump backwards, down onto there. Alright, into here, and then make a left turn. That's going to take you to another cutscene. We should be right around 4 minutes. Okay. Yeah, 4 minutes basically to get up to where that guy's at right now. Alright, so that thing is over here. I really wish that cutscene wasn't a thing because it completely messes with your stuff. lost here. Jump backwards. If you fall, yeah, it sucks. It's gonna mess up the time. But you can kind of shortcut it there, which is nice.
Now I can get back up here.
If you can do that. Alright, let's climb up. Oh my gosh. Where are you jumping to, Ezio? Yeah, I think this is going to be a wash again. But we'll keep trying. Alright, so we're in here.
Could help if I fall. Perfect. A route up if I fall.
So we made it with 28 seconds remaining. There you go. So you have plenty of time to make some mistakes. Hopefully you just don't. Alright. Scroll Romulus 1. I leave my family's armor here. One of the finest sets ever made. May you who finds it to receive strength in battle. Change of handwriting. We have taken it and set it back. Behind the iron door. 6 keys unlock it. Spread amongst our brothers. It shall be said to come from Romulus, and they will worship it. Zoom to see image data. So there it is. Alright. So once you've opened that chest, time stops. So you don't have to worry like, oh no, I'm not going to make it. Yeah, time has stopped. So it's not going to keep counting. You can unlock these, the rest of these chests. But again, like I said, if you want to get the other, like the flags and all that stuff, you're going to have to come back in here and do all that again. And just to prove to you that the time is still stopped, there it is. Time remaining still 28 seconds. Alright, so there's that one. That's now completed.
The followers of Romulus. This band of false pagans has been terrorizing the city for months and driving the people into the arms of the church.
Quite convenient.
Exactly. I believe the Borgia are supporting them, but proof remains scarce. That is why the letter is so important.
Here it is. I hope you can break a cipher.
Cazzo! Another encryption. This one was supposed to be legible. They are transmitting them using a code sheet. Without it, we have nothing.
Sometimes logic is not the only way to win a war. Andiamo. You said we had allies in the city. Bring me to them.
Follow me.
Alright, so we gotta follow Machiavelli. No, it's still blocked by Borgia Tower. Dang it. Okay. Don't want to get too far from Machiavelli. We'll come back and get that in a little bit. He's going to take us basically into this hidden tunnel, if you want to call it that.
We recently began traveling through the tunnels to avoid the guards, but many of the entrances in the city are broken. By using them, we can get to our destination rapidly without encountering resistance.
Alright, enter the tunnels. I guess that's where we're going because it's the only place that we can go, the Tiber Island hideout.
Ben trovato, Niccolo. Ah, Ser Ezio. A pleasure. Fabio Orsini, at your service. I've heard a great deal about you from my cousin, Bartolomeo d'Alviano.
A fine warrior.
Fabio has lent us an unused storeroom on Isola Tiberina.
I know you were used to better accommodations in Toscana.
It is perfect.
Bene. Then I am off to begin preparations for Romagna. Today, Cesare commands my men, but soon, I hope we will be free.
Now I propose we begin planning our assault on the Borgia.
Oh, you think we are ready for such an attack?
Si.
Do you know, for instance, where the Borgia troops took Caterina Sforza?
What?
Are you also unaware that the Borgia have captured the Apple of Eden?
How could we have lost the apple?
So, you do not know what goes on with our enemies. Do we at least have an underground here to work with?
Hardly. Our mercenaries are ensnared in a losing battle with Cesare's French allies. We have girls working for us in a brothel, frequented by cardinals and other important Romans. But the madam there is lazy, and would rather attend parties than further our cause.
What about the city's thieves? Do they have a guild?
Si, but they refuse to talk to us. I don't know why. What are you going to do?
Make some friends.
Make some friends. Alright, achievements. Perfect recall. For the Roman Underground. It's now 100% synced. And I think that was the last memory. Yep, so that is the last memory of memory sequence number 2. So there we go. We've now completed both memory sequences 1 and 2. And we've unlocked quite a few of the Borgia towers in the city. So we've done quite a bit there. Alright, so we will pick up with memory sequence 3, the fighter, the lover, and the thief in the next episode. All right. So like I said, thank you guys for tuning in for this episode. Come back next time for more Assassin's Creed Brotherhood content as we continue our 100% run through this game and the Assassin's Creed franchise. Till next time, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.